Welcome guys to another video by Fast Enough. In this one we're going to be installing an LED kit into the high beams of this Volkswagen Jetta. Now this is a DeAutoKey or DeAutoLED LED kit, which is going to improve the brightness. We're going to be putting them in the high beams. If you guys want to see a review on this, check out my other video. I'm going to be working on it. Might not be ready yet, but check out my other channel, BulbFacts. I'll put a link down in the description so you can check that out once it's ready. But in this one, we're just going to be going through the installation. So you have your LED headlight kit here, straight from DeAutoKey. Now, I already have one side installed, just because I've been running them for a while. I wanted to make sure they're up to par, everything works great. And I've been running them for a few months. Like I said, this isn't a review video, but I'm going to do one of those. But I'll just give you a little insight. They've been running amazing so far. So instant on and off, obviously with LEDs. No errors in the Jetta, which is a CAN bus setup, so that's awesome as well. So right here you have the LED here. Now this one will actually rotate. So you have a lot of them nowadays this will come off. So this is an H7 style. If you have a different type of style, obviously a 9006, H11, H8, something like that, those will just twist right on. H7 is a little bit more complicated, so you have to have this retainer which comes off. You slide the adapter in there and we'll go through that. So just wanted to show you real quick, a little bit of close up. And then this is the igniter. So it clips in there. You have a fan on the bottom here. It's actually really quiet. And I'll have tests of all my LED findings, all the LED kits we're testing on BulbFacts. If you want to check out BulbFacts.com as well. We're working on that and we'll have that up on our website eventually. So, and then you also have an adapter. You'll obviously get two of these. These are going to be required for this type of clip setup. If you have a Volkswagen Mark 6, or I'm sorry, Mark 5, you might have a different type of adapter. So you might have to search on Amazon, something like that, to find the adapter that works for you. So you might have to do a little bit of research. Go ahead and ask the guy at DeAutoKey. He's really helpful, great on the forums and everything like that too. So just check out the Volkswagen forums, VW Vortex, and go ahead and shoot him a message, and he's awesome. So like I said, this is the adapter we're going to need for the Mark 6 Jetta, similar for Passats and things like that. So if you have a clip that actually will rotate, here's going to be your original clip. So you have a clip that has an adapter and you rotate it on and off like that. That's the type of clip that you're going to need. So it's going to look similar, but this one's just a little bit more flush. It doesn't actually clip down on here to the halogen bulb because obviously it's an LED kit. It doesn't need it. So we're going to go ahead and take the rubber boot off here, and that'll expose your high beam. So you're just going to go ahead and twist this off, turn it counterclockwise, and there you have your original bulb. So with this, we're not going to use this metal retainer clip. Go ahead and take the halogen bulb off and just grab it on each side like this. Just go ahead and wiggle it towards you, and the bulb will come out. We'll go ahead and set that aside. So this clip, you're going to go ahead and get a screwdriver in there and just pop that up on each side. And that clip will come off. Also set that aside. I would keep both things, obviously, in case you gotta change something out or anything like that. I would put that in the original box. Go ahead and grab your H7 adapter, LED adapter here. And we'll grab our LED bulb. So with this, how you're gonna wanna set it up, you don't want the LEDs on the top and bottom. You actually want them on the side to side. That's how the housing is designed for. The reflector is going to put that out to the road a bit better. You can try both ways since it is rotatable if you like, but I ran both ways and I recommend side to side. So you're just going to get more light on the road, more light off to the sides, a little bit more downward. If you run it top and bottom, you'll get a little bit more downward, but it's kind of up, and then you're losing half of the side of the half of the LEDs because they're just bouncing right off the bottom of the road. So don't really recommend that. Recommend the side to side. So you're just going to take this and go ahead and rotate that and slide that off. So what you want to do is set up the clips just like this. So you have the retainer clip that came with the bulb and then the adapter. So go ahead and we'll see how they are here. This is the back side of both. So you'll kind of line them up just like that. And then you're going to go ahead and put that inside the housing first. You'll kind of line it up there. And if you get it in there and you notice that it doesn't look like it's lined up just like this, one side is fully seated, one side isn't, just go ahead and take it back out and flip it around. And then try again. So just like that, if you notice, you have both sides seated all the way. And now all you have to do is go ahead and put your bulb in there, whichever way you like. So you can just like that. So now if you need to take the bulb out, it's as easy as just twisting it out and taking it out. So it's kind of cool that it's designed like that. This will stay in here with the adapter. And just kind of feel around until it goes in, and then just slowly rotate it, and it's in there. So now we're gonna go ahead and connect the cables up. So before you physically stick it on there, I would recommend just hooking everything up and kind of seeing where the cables are gonna lie. If you stick it on there, it may not reach, so wait until you actually plug the cables in first. So go ahead and plug in the cables just like this. So it's fully seated, and then that's your power cable, and then you'll go ahead and plug in your fan as well. So my recommendation would be to add just a little bit of tape around a little bit of electrical tape, both around the connections. These are gonna be inside of your housing, so not too big of a deal, but I still like to just add a little bit just to make sure that no moisture or anything like that gets in there. So just wrap it around those just like that. And what you're gonna wanna do is be careful when you're tucking the wires in here, because it could rotate the bulb. If you notice, you can take it out. So I would come down this way and then wrap that around. So that way, if you're pulling on the wire, it pulls against where it's rotating, and it pulls towards the closed position versus removing it. The igniter, go ahead and take the double side or the tape off the back side so it exposes the double-sided, and then go ahead and stick it on to the headlight there. And then we're gonna go ahead and grab our power cable and go ahead and just plug that in there. And we'll give it a quick test just to make sure everything works okay before we button everything up. All right, so then in this part as well, this is actually going to be exposed to the elements. So I would definitely recommend wrapping this with some tape. Try to get it sealed as best as you can. This won't actually fit in the housing. Instead of putting it down lower or anything like that, the higher the better. So it's gonna keep away from the water. What I did was just tucked it under here, just like this. So this will go here, this will go here, and then you'll just take your rubber boot and go ahead and make sure all the cables are inside there. Side of the fan wire was actually exposed, so we'll do that. So just push around the grommet. So you'll have a little bit of exposed here. If you guys like I said, I ran these for a while. I've never had any issues. I've never had moisture in the headlights through some snowing days, a lot of raining days. So I wouldn't be worried. Just have the wires come up more towards the top here versus towards the bottom. Go ahead and tuck everything in just like that. And if you notice, I'll bring it to the other side here. This is my driver's side over here. So if you see, this grommet hasn't come off really at all. So it still is, it's still on there as much as you can. So if you guys like, you can cut through the actual grommet itself instead of doing something like this. You can cut a hole right in the center and bring the wires through, get one of those adapters, or you can do some hot glue where it kind of seals it. But it's up to you. I'm not too worried about it myself, so this works for me. So that's it, guys. That was easy. All we needed was a flathead screwdriver to get the clip off. And you probably don't even need that. 10, 15 minutes of your time. We did the passenger side there. I already had the driver's side done. Obviously, you just repeat for the drivers. You have a little less room over in the driver's side. If you wanted to take the air box out, you can definitely do that. But I was able to get it in no problem. You just have to get your hands in there a little bit more. So if you guys have any questions, comments, anything like that, go ahead and hit them below. Be sure to subscribe to our channel, Fast Enough, and also check out our other channel, BulbFacts.com, where we test all the halogen, LED, and HID kits, see what the Kelvin temperature is. We check the peak brightness, the ambient brightness, try to get you guys beam patterns, everything like that. So we're working on improving that site right now, bringing you more content. So be sure to check that out as well. I'll link this kit in the description below, so go ahead and check that out. And be safe out there. Thanks for watching.